Alrighty guys, so we're back and we have a lot of new things happening today. Let me tell you, everything's happening. So for me, I've got the new Onyx 30-inch front rod. So this will be the first time you see me shoot. I've shot it a couple times. And man, I love it. It's so much stiffer. It makes the riser stiffer. It makes the shot feel so much solider. I've got the back one on, got the back angle. I think I've got it all set up now how I like it. So that's what I'm going to start running. Greg is here as well.
I'm using these new ones that Jimmy's made up, the F.A.C.T Sports, is that correct?
Yep.
350 spine aligned with 140 grains in the front. So we're going to see how they go today. I just got sighted in at 30 and I can put them on a 5-cent piece.
No, pretty tight group.
They're pretty tight, so I'm just going to do 50. I might use them tomorrow in the feed of 1440 just to see how it goes. And I didn't bring my medals. I should have brought them and worn them all over my
More
body.
medals, more medals.
More medals. I got third place twice at the field events at Illawarra and South Coast Field, 2/3 behind two very good shooters. I did happen to get, I wouldn't say an interview because I didn't record it. I didn't want to frighten him away. But the great shooter Brian Politis, one of the best shooters in our state, a veteran, and I don't mean that of his division because he shoots open and he's very hard to beat. He's an excellent shooter. He gave me some incredible advice. I'm going to relay that to you later on today. I'm going to tell you exactly what he thinks about archery and the way to perform. Very interesting. If you're a fan of ours, you remember that Jimmy was obsessed with Zen last year, the Zen of shooting. Well, we're going to talk about that. You were close, but maybe not completely close.
Close, but not close enough.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Coming
interesting.
down the right path. So we'll talk about that later. So we're going to just try out these new arrows. You're going to try your new weights.
New weights.
Have you talked to them about your weights?
No, I've got what I'm running, 24 on the front
24 on the front.
and 26 on the back.
And he's got the new Arnold Schwarzenegger weighting system there. See that?
Straight out of Pump and Iron.
Arnold's dumbbells. So when I picked this up, it was exactly the same, almost exactly as Jonathan Milne's. Same weight, very heavy and leaning to the left. So that's what Jonathan Milne told me the other day. So it would be very interesting to see how Jimmy shoots with this new system. I may adopt it if it's successful.
Ooh, I'll be the guinea pig.
I could, yeah, I'm not going to do it until he fails at it. If he's successful, I'm all for it. If he fails, I've got nothing to do with it.
So we're going to shoot 57-20. And I'm blocking Greg a bit in this camera angle. Let's fix this camera angle up a bit for you. So we'll have two to sight in, and we'll get into it. Oh, something else I've got too is me pocket quiver. Gave us one of the Ellis Army, gave us one of the tips about that. So I got that out, making it a bit easier so I don't have to wear my big quiver all the time. And this will be the first scores I shoot with the shear. So a hell of a lot of new things is happening today, as per usual.
That's right.
Changing everything.
That's right.
Don't change one thing, change everything.
Just get good at what you got instead of changing. The grass is always greener. That could be the name of your company. The Green Grass Archery Company. There's always something better. Never settle for what you've got.
Well, if I put it on the 50 metres.
What's that? You got another one in the timber?
Shot one into the ground. Had it on
ground.
the 20 metre setting.
See, the Green Grass Archery Company.
That's right.
The GGAC.
gonna have to start writing these numbers down. I keep forgetting to write all my sight sensors down.
That's a bit silly.
Well, because I change things so often, there's not really any point in writing them down. But now, I'm gonna start doing it.
Well, you're gonna have to settle on something. Some setup. Kind of nutsy these.
Beiter.
Yeah, the beiter exploding knot.
Was it the beiter that exploded on
The
you?
green ones, you know, they explode on impact. They blew up on the shot in my face.
Yeah.
And when I complained about it to beiter, they said, stiff cheese. You want one of my...
Did I move that the wrong way?
You want one of my things?
Finger slings?
Instead of using that?
Well, they're too big. It falls too far out of my hands.
Really?
Yeah. Like the length of them, that's why it's perfect length, just to catch the bow.
Got this guy I'm shooting with making bird calls, and I stop and turn. What are you doing? He said, "Oh, sorry, I forgot you were shooting." On the first day, these two guys. I wiped my pin off. I was cleaning my scope on the.
Go over and tell the people while I finish this last arrow.
I practiced all week. I went down to the field. I joined the field club, went there twice, got my settings in 3 times over. Everything was perfect. I get down there, say, right, I'm going to kill it. I get in there, and I get to the second target in the field, and I can't see. It's just too dark. It's, you know, because right in the bush. And I get my shirt and I wipe the lens and wipe the spot off. What it's doing on the outside, I don't know, of the lens, but it didn't even stay on. So I had, for the next 3 ends, I had to shoot and move the pin. I didn't want to change my settings, so I'm shooting the pin back in, and every shot I'm moving the pin back on the lens to where I think it should be, until I finally got it perfect again after about 3 ends. And after that I annihilated it. But that cost me, was all black for like 4 ends. And I had these two, and I thought, where's the train timetable? I'm leaving. That's what I was thinking. I'm going home.
You've had enough.
I was going to quit.
Yeah. But you hanged in there. So what, you hanged in there, did you?
So I thought, I'm going home, but I went, it's like 2 hours drive away, and I went with someone else, so I couldn't even leave, you know, and I was just so dejected. And I got these 2 guys in there talking, they're driving me crazy. And only like because I was a bit upset, and then I thought, oh look, just make it a training session. But after that, man, I hardly shot a black.
Really?
It was all gold because I had no pressure.
Yeah, took the pressure off yourself.
No pressure, and they were talking and yapping. And at the end of it, I'm shooting. I hear, he's doing bird calls. I just said, what are you doing? He said, oh, sorry, I forgot you were shooting.
Oh no! All right. Well, Greg's nearly sighted in.
Look at that one's there. But what's happened there?
What did happen there? Well, that'll be the test. We'll find out with these new VAPs anyway. Still a bit low by the looks of things. I think it's gone a bit slack, the rope. We need to move the target forward a bit. In your new quiver. So you just load up your pocket quiver. Bang, 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 bang.
The green grass archery.
That's right, am I missing? Oh, yes, I'm missing an arrow still in the ground. Where is it? There's the hole. I can see it in the ground. Oh no. It's in the tree. In the dirt in the tree.
Dig out later.
Yep. Who's calling me? Do you know I'm vlogging? Sorry bro, I'm in the middle of a video. A quick time reset.
Three clicks now.
Just the extra one to keep it just safe measures.
Safe measures. So you may remember last year Jimmy was right into, or might had something to do with well, about thinking that if you could empty yourself of your thoughts, be they positive or negative, you could empty yourself of all thoughts, you could shoot better. And that was what we were looking at, the zen, to be completely relaxed and go into the shot. But I think it might be slightly off the mark. So later on, I'll tell you, I'll give you the wisdom of Brian Politis.
Oh, go a bit deeper into that one.
I'll go a bit deeper into that one.
All right, so this will be the last sighting end in. Yep, 2 ends to practice. I'm still way out. Might be the arrows, we don't know.
I reckon I can shoot a 1400 at 70 1440.
What's that? 1400 with a 70 metre at 70 metres?
I shot a 1386 and dropped 17 at 60. I don't know what happened, I just couldn't get him in at 60.
Why are they going so low? What's going on?
1,400 badges, nothing to sneeze out, I tell you.
I reckon. Now I'm on. It's always good. The sound of the forest. I do know what you mean.
Look at this. The new one I've got doesn't have Allen keys. It's got a blade driver to tighten it up.
Oh,
yeah, it's not Allen keys. That's a bit odd, isn't it? And if anyone's seen, if anyone's seen
my
Allen keys, could you let me know where they are?
They got a little spanner on the side of it, so you know. That's it's
right.
Greg ones.
Yeah. They're gone.
Alright, so we're sighted in. Let's put up some fresh targets.
Are we sighted in?
I think I'm in. Close enough to being in, I think. And we'll start scoring, see how we score. Because this is going to be, I'm going to start practicing again now. I'm going to leave everything, start getting the sight settings. Start trying to get look at this. Maybe the VAPs are something.
Ah, the VAPs something. Look at that.
60 straight off.
70.
Wow. 70.
Might find I slipped another one in there.
Oh, 7 in there. That's even better than mine. Last 2 are in.
Lovely.
I think I'm good to go. Let's change up this target.
Wow, fucking catfish. You know what? When we shot 70 on Wednesday to do this 1386, I shot a 60 at 70, and I shot. If I'm not doing a warm up, that's my first end. He goes, no. It was 80 rating. No. And then I shot a 59.
I think we're going to have to move this target forward.
You know what it could be? It could be lack of pressure. Let me tell you about Politis.
Okay. Yep. Continue on.
Should I stop and tell them, or should I?
Yeah, but you can stop and tell them just before we get started.
Or should we just give them the whole lot?
Give them the whole lot. What do you? Well, I think they'd be happy with the whole lot. All right, new targets, fresh target faces.
You really need a whole new set of plastic pins, I think.
Oh no, I'm going to get some. I ordered them and they didn't have it. They didn't have any. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go to the golf shop.
Actually don't, because you know what.
I've got 1,000 of them at home.
Yeah.
I used to play golf. I got a million of them. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I was going to say, because you know,
ridiculous.
What's his name? Told his wife to get him some golf tees, and she brought back like a box of 100.
Oh well, I used to buy them by the 1,000.
He might even be 1,000.
Oh. Well, then he's definitely.
And he only wanted 4.
Yeah, to hold these targets on.
Hold his target on.
Alright.
Do I get?
You had nails.
Oh.
Oh, here you go. Half nail and a half peg.
Better.
And a nail with a bit of thing to pull it out. I gave you the rubber because the thin arrows will use the rubber back, and then the cardboard because my fat arrows chew it up so fast.
Oh yeah.
But then the thin arrows will last forever.
Isn't that behind your head? Isn't it got to be in front? No, but hasn't he got to see it?
No, don't have to see because this hears it. So there's two.
Oh, so you're lining up sounds.
I'm lining up sounds.
I thought you're lining up a sight and a sound.
No, that's what they do in the movies.
That's why they clip it like that.
Yeah, but I got DVDs, yeah.
All right, we're going to stop for a little while, just for a couple of minutes. I'm going to fully explain the Politis way.
Oh, the Politis way! Look out.
The way of the Politis. It's like a Jedi.
Oh.
The way of the Politis.
Here we go. All right.
Let's put it over like here so you can stand up and talk.
Hang on, go this side.
Well, up the slope in the trees? Is it because of
No,
the light?
Lighting mission
Right.
people. There we go.
That's better. Oh, okay.
There you go.
All right, will I just speak to the viewers?
Yep, speak to the viewers.
Not to you?
No, not to me.
All right, you can listen. All right, now look. So, as I said, Jimmy and I were thinking that we should empty the mind to shoot, which is sort of valid to an extent, because, and that's what Gary Pearce, the great coach Gary Pearce says, is that if you're worrying about your last shot, how can you make this shot? Gary also said, you know, if you make a good shot, you're going to be nervous that the next one won't be a good shot. If you do a bad shot, you're worried you're going to do another bad shot. So really thinking is it's a no-win situation. Thinking is no good, right? So Jimmy and I had the great idea of not thinking at all. However, apparently that's impossible. I think these Buddhists are lying.
You think so?
They don't clear their minds, right? So let me use an example that Brian Politis gave me. He said, all right, so you close your eyes and you visualize a blackboard. And you write on the blackboard is written all, say, the 5 things that you think about when you're shooting. So what you do is you close your eyes and you meditate, and you get a scrubber, like a washcloth or a duster, and you wipe off the first one. I will not think about my overdraw, worrying that it's not going to work. I would take that away. I will not think about my beiter nox exploding on me, and I'll wipe that away. I will not think about the wind today. I'll wipe that away. I will not think about what Lisa's doing tomorrow. I will wipe that away. And you wipe every thought in your mind. You wipe away. And he said, now what do you see? Is my mind empty? No, I see a dirty blackboard with smears all over it. I'm still seeing something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm still seeing something. I'm seeing a dirty blackboard. You cannot stop your mind from working. It doesn't work. And what value is it not to think? That's what separates us from the beasts. So we should think. So this is what Brian said. He said, look, you can't not think of anything, so you need to think of the one thing that'll stop you thinking about everything else. What is the one thing you could think about that will stop you thinking about everything else?
Oh,
what do you think it is?
I don't know. No.
You don't know? No. Do you at home know? $500. Jimmy is going to give $500 to the person who can send in right now. Are we live?
No, we're not.
Well,
live.
that's a shame.
Too bad. Unlucky.
Too bad. All right.
Unlucky.
It's your process.
I'll go through your shot process.
Your shot process is all you think about. And let me use an example.
That's a great one.
After I wipe the pin off and realise there's no way I can win now, I've just shot like 3 or 4 ends of all black trying to get it back. I said, I can't win. I can't. There's no point. I might as well go home. And then after I got over that initial disappointment, I thought, well, I'll just practice. So, because he said to me, he said, I've watched you practice. He said, you're good in practice, but you've got to bring that to the field. You've got to bring that to the day, right? So there's no pressure in practice. There's less to worry about when you're doing that. So, for example, I just shot 70. I just shot 7 arrows into the 10, right? And when I was shooting on Wednesday, and I shot a 1386 on a 70 feet, a 70-14-40, my warm-up for 70 was 60. And I always do it. I always shoot a perfect end when I'm warming up, and the next one could be 55. What is it? What am I doing when I'm shooting and it's not scoring that I start to do when I start to score? Let's worry about the score. Well, worry about the score. And you worry about how's he going? Is he in front of me? Is he behind me? I check on my phone, who's in front? I don't do that, but some people do. They've got so many other issues going on while they're trying to shoot well that it's fragmenting them and breaking their concentration to all these different places. So I shot really well after I wiped the pin and said, oh, look, I've got no chance of winning, and I came third. Then I thought, boy, I shot so well yesterday, I could have won the tournament if I hadn't had those bad ends at the front, because I was only behind by 10 points. Yep. So then I shot the next day with no trouble and shot 10 less. Why? Because I was worrying about my score. I think I started to punch. I start to punch when the pressure gets on. And a punch just causes a 9 when it should be a 10. A punch causes an 8 when it should be a 9. That's all it is. It's not really bad shooting, but it just erodes those scores. Just knocks one off here, one off there, one off there, and the next thing you know, you come third. So this is what we've got to work on, is when you start to shoot. So you don't worry about the score, you don't worry about what you're doing, forget everything. Or the only thing that matters is this shot. Because, let me quote him, you can't change the past because the past is done. You can't affect the future. The only thing you can do is be in the present. That's the only thing you can do. You can't think of the past, can't think of the future. The only thing you can do is change the present, right? So the present is this shot. Not, if I get a 10 now, I can be in front by 2 points. If I drop 8, maybe I can, that's the past and the present working, what happened, what will happen, and it really interferes with your shooting. So you get on the line, you're going to make a shot, you think about your process. That's all you think about. You think about, you come out, I feel right, this is perfect, right? Just relax, and you're just thinking, no, I'm just going to wait, I'll be patient, I'll wait. Don't pull that trigger. Just wait, and just like that. And then after that, it's don't even look at the score. The score's irrelevant. You go back, you pull out your next arrow, you come back, you pull it back, and you just concentrate. All your thought is on your process, nothing else. Not what you could score, what you need to score, what you scored before, who's in front, nothing. The bird calls from the guys behind you, nothing. Just that. Just concentrate on your process. And if you do that, you certainly won't punch, which I was sort of I start to punch a bit when I get a bit nervy. So that's it. That's the Brian Politis way. Ooh. Not to empty the mind, but to be absorbed with the process, and never go to the past, never look to the future. Just be in that present with that process. The 2 P's, the 3 P's. Politis is present process. The 3 P's. Politis is present process. Remember that. That'll get you through. It should improve your scores. It should add 10 points onto your score.
Well, let's see that. I'll give that a go.
If you're in the triple P.
I'm in the triple P.
Triple P. Politis is present process. All right? Let's see how it goes. I'm going to try it as well. Thank you.
Alrighty, so now we'll get into the 50 metres. First scoring end. So, only think about the process. It's a good one, I like that. Ooh, fresh face. What? I am alright. I've readjusted. I think I'm in now. Too much bow hand, I think.
There's no point looking. You know in the field you're not allowed to look after your last arrow?
Yep,
Did you know that?
I did know that.
Well, stop. Stop it right now. It's inconsiderate to other shooters.
Is that score an end?
Yeah. Why is
How
it
many
that bad?
arrows did
Is
you
it that
shoot?
bad?
No, how many arrows did you shoot?
6.
Okay.
You think I shot 7?
I think you did.
What?
I think you did.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh. I'm just a machine then, aren't I?
You are.
I'll take away my lowest score. That's what you do. I think it was that 8.
You take away your lowest score, do you? Is that what you do, Judge?
I think I shot 2. Is there 2 out there and you 8?
No, that's mine. What target are you looking at? You got 2 9s.
Seems to be out there on the left.
So I've sprayed them a little bit. I've got a 53.
Take out that one because that was obviously not.
Oh, is that right?
Obviously it's not. Obviously it's not part of that, is it? It's out there, so it's got to go. I'll take that out now.
And Greg's got a nice 58. Oh. So this will be my first score. I'm going to start trying to get better after this. So this will be my first score to go off. Not using your app anymore.
Oh yeah, I just thought I'd
Every now and again you change.
couldn't be bothered setting it up. So do you think there would really be much difference between, you know, like these? So you reckon these are third down on the level?
Maybe, yeah. Well, I think so.
The yellow ones that Aaron had,
Yep.
they'll go with my yellow.
Oh, bow, they will. But these ones are $70 cheaper. They're $70 cheaper than the yellow ones. So if you can't really see the difference, do you know what I was thinking of doing?
What's that?
Getting 2 sets, a red set and a yellow set, having one for practice and just saving the yellow set to only use in a competition.
Jonathan Milne says he buys 2 dozen arrows, shoots them all over and over, and pulls out the best 12 and only practices with the bad 12.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And competes with the other 12.
Oh,
So that means you'd have to number your arrows. You'd have to number your arrows 1 to 24 and just shoot them for a couple of weeks and always record what score, what number.
and then,
then you know you've got the straightest
Yep.
arrows.
well, I was thinking, seeing if there's not much difference in straightness, there's no point in buying 2 you know, you save $70 if you get 2 sets, one cheap set, one straight set. That's what I was thinking anyway.
But you know what my opinion is?
What's your opinion?
We just can't shoot well enough to notice most of the things in archery.
That's right, but you're getting there.
This, that, and that in the archery, but we're not that accurate. It's not like it's connected to a machine, like a hooter shooter.
It'd be good to get simulators coming out this weekend, actually. Wants to come out tomorrow and test it at 90 metres.
Is he?
Yeah.
At 90. Watch out, tree. Bring your chisel and your hammer.
Just the process. Ten.
That was a dreadful.
Loving the VAPs.
I think I caught the 10 there.
You did catch the 10.
It was one of those ones that goes like this.
Right.
Oh, you think it's there, but no, it came back.
Come back somehow. Wake that one up. Something's going on with my anchor point.
What kind of veins are these?
Flex Fletch 187s.
Oh, they're meant to be the bees knees.
They are.
Where's the other arrow?
That I lost underneath the target. Remember, I shot it.
No, of these.
No, you got it back now. They should have 12 there now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, you gave me one to fix the vein. Remember the vein went on the first one? Well, that one felt a bit better. There was a couple of times I thought about the score and I just went no. Politis power. Just think about the process.
Politis' present process.
Politis' present process. The triple P.
Triple P.
The triple P got me out of trouble.
Yep, PPP.
Might be a fraction high, like 2 clicks high maybe, I don't know. I don't think so. So I've got a 55,
58.
and Greg's got another 58. Loving the VAPs.
All 10s though, no X's.
Well,
Gotta watch those high ones, I think.
Yep.
See, I think you should tickle down.
I will. I'll go down a couple more.
You think you're settled now?
I have. Yep.
Tickle that down a bit.
Let's get down to
And
fraction.
you would have got all those in.
Yeah.
And maybe, I don't know, that way a little bit, because you do seem to be right.
But I had
and that
this
one would
one
have
here.
been a 9. What's that?
I had one here.
Yeah, but that'll still be out, but it'll be over there, but all the
yeah.
others will be in.
The
you know
other
what I mean?
two will be in. Yep.
I mean, use your machine and hit that green cross.
Oh yeah, and see what's happening.
Yeah, that's why you can't use electronics on the field.
That's right. Yep.
To get information like that out of your phone.
Yeah.
Look at your marks. Even
Yeah,
mine-
they're all
even
high.
mine are a bit high.
Yep.
I've clicked across to that leftness.
Yep.
You can definitely click down. I mean, apart from that shocking 8 down the bottom, I mean, you're nowhere near the bottom of the target.
Yeah, that's true. I'm definitely hanging high.
And I could come down a little bit too, maybe. But having said that, sometimes you do that, you go, oh, they're all high, and you click it down low, and they're all somewhere else. You know what I mean? So maybe you just shot them all high on that particular.
Well, that's right. Yeah. Sometimes it's you.
You know, flock wanderers are.
The old wandering
It's a
flock.
mystery, it's a mystery sometimes.
It is. Yeah, the old flock wander. We had a chat about that at the indoor place the other day when I was in the indoor comp.
What's that?
We're talking about wandering flocks in the indoor comp at Ferrell's.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of the locals.
less vibration with all that weight.
That's right, yeah, but it feels so much more solid. It's like crazy how solider it feels. It's starting to get a bit warm now, isn't it? God, the last two shots, Politis lost me there, and I just forgot about the Politis way. Just worry about the form. I should have let down. I felt a bit funny. What was I thinking? Just pumped the first couple.
Jimmy, where did he put the cordial?
In the fridge. Hang on, I'll get it. Hey, I'll show you where it is. I'll just get these scores and then I'll come and get it. 2 8s, God. Low one and a high one. Greg's got another 58. He's on fire with these VAPs, let me tell you. And I have 3 10s, a 9 and 2 8s, which makes another 55. See, in the first, let the score get into my head. Me problem. That is me problem. So I have 10, 10, 10, 9, 8, 8. 55, so it's not too bad. Find it? Alright, so I think I'm on. God, I've got to pull this target forward, that's for sure. $58 again, I know you are on fire. That's okay, got it.
Have you whacked the level on this to see if it is?
No, it's definitely not level.
I'm a judge. Oh, I said.
That's better. It is, they're going to hear us. Save it for later.
Not say it.
Oh.
Not say it.
Definitely nice being not having to carry me heavy quiver around.
See, I went down 2 clicks and now right down here. 2 clicks. It's got to be in the mind.
Yeah, it's all in the mind.
Speed to address. Just like that.
Just like that.
So I made the fatal mistake, I can tell you these things without mentioning names.
Yep.
We're in the field on the second day and I said, I'm a judge, that's not in. Oh, you're not a judge. Don't you say you're a judge. You're a judge's candidate.
Is that what they said?
Don't go around telling people you're a judge.
Okay. So what are you? What's the difference?
I'm just a lowly judge's candidate.
So what's that, the first level?
No, you've got to be 2 years as a judge's candidate before you're a judge.
Oh, okay. So 2 years and then you'll get your judge's certificate.
And then you become an actual judge. But even then you don't go around saying, I'm a judge, that's in or out. It was only tongue-in-cheek.
It was only just joking and they gave it to you, did they?
Yeah, it was.
Remember not to mention that one.
I won't be mentioning that anymore.
Classic.
Unless I'm wearing the red.
Unless you're wearing the red.
And then I'll say, excuse me.
So that means you can just
I'll do
judge.
what I like if I got the red shirt on.
Yeah, but if you're a candidate, it means you need a real judge with you.
Yeah, I couldn't judge like, Scott wants...
Yeah, by yourself.
Wants that thing.
Yeah,
I'll ask David about it. I can't see why we can't air in a club car. Oh no, because it'll be at Ferrell. No.
Yeah, they won't do it with Ferrell. Tyrone will do
can't we all
it.
get
Digby will
on together?
do it. Digby said he, Buscombe
But
said
he's got no indoor.
he'll work with Ferrell. Digby
really?
has no problem with
Oh, really?
Ferrell. So Scotty was going to try and G up the big man, the big boss, Digby. Process.
You know what? I just shot an arrow, and it was a low 9.
Low 9.
And I started thinking, right, I've only dropped 6 so far. I'm halfway through. My PB is. But what are you doing, PPP?
It started. That's how it happens.
That's how it happens.
Doesn't take much.
I thought, just no, stop. Just
Triple P.
shoot the next arrow, will you?
When you only concentrate about your process, you definitely do good shots, don't you?
Yeah.
You just lock it in and you think, that's all, just go through your steps. Just bang. Keep thinking about that process. Step, step, step. Just go through your steps, don't you?
Ooh,
Slappage. Slappage, bit of slappage there. Alrighty.
So how much weight do you got on the front?
24.
24, and on the back?
26.
So they're about the same weight.
Yeah. Well, no, the back's a tiny bit heavier because I got 6 on the bow.
And have you turned the arm out a bit at the back?
I have, yep.
And so you've always got to be just
Holding it up, yep. I got a little bruise in here.
Already.
Or from the little knob, like building up. You know, I'll get stronger, I'm guessing. Just on there from holding it up so much. That's looking better for me. Just think about the process.
Oh, shot an 8.
Oh, he's done it. So look at that from me, a nice 58. And Greg has a 54,
Oh no,
55,
that's out as well.
a 55.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Have an end like that.
No, you got to keep it all the way.
I've got those 3 low ones. It's inexplicable, isn't it?
It is a bit peculiar. How can I fix this? Hang on.
Five was what I was hoping would be what I'd drop for the rest of the thing.
So you got in your head?
No, I don't think it did. Did I? No, I told you I started thinking
Think about it, yeah.
Gee, do you think it's that infectious? That
It's
I
a
have one thought and it
and-
affects the whole end. Affects the whole end.
Yeah, I think it does. Well, it's. Oh, I got to score it.
I think it was. I think
It's
it was
a bit
I think that was the one I shot.
Well, you know how you get these random ends that just the whole end collapses?
Yeah. What is it?
That might be it.
And that's the thing that breaks you.
Yeah.
That's the thing that stops you from being out of the peloton and into the leaders group. You know what a peloton is, don't you? I told you that. The bike race, you know, when there's a big group all together, but there's those leaders out the front.
Yep.
Well, you don't want to be in the peloton. Are you using what kind of release are you using?
Back tension, the new Levi Morgan. It's going all right for me at the moment. I like the back tensions though. It's my thing. I get too punchy with the thumb, and now I've changed my release style a bit too. It's really paying off. We'll start now anyway. So what I'm doing, I used to really have a real straight hand. You know how they say you want the really stretched out hand?
Yes.
Well, now I'm just curling it up a little bit. And that just gives me room to relax. And I get a better anchor point. Because look at my face now. It's hard to tell with the camera, but see where my knuckles are. Look, my knuckles are nowhere near me.
Yeah,
thing. And my only anchor is these two knuckles. But when I curl them a bit,
you get right up.
I get right up in there.
I guess as long as it's the same.
Yeah, that's it. It's what works for you, isn't it?
Peter Fairhall from Fairhall Industries, he said I should get the thumb release, whack the thumb right over it, and let these fingers off.
Oh yeah, that's a method.
It's like a tension release.
That is that, and then you just back tension. Yeah. Just the process.
All right, so I've just shot a 55. So do I let that affect me and shoot a 56?
Or do you make the comeback?
Or do I just go back to, 59, 60? Which is what I need now. So I've got to stop all this thinking and just be absorbed in the Politis process.
What do I do with my release? Put it in my pocket. Pump through those ones. Pump through them. Ooh.
You had a little look, did you? felt good. But you know, I can't zoom, I can't look, I don't want to.
You don't want to look anymore.
But it certainly started looking dark around the corner. I started shooting at the dark spot.
She's a 10 size group, people.
There's a little high and left. That's all. Really shaking now. Oh, very brave to let down on the hinge of these.
You like that one?
There's nothing
Letting
brave.
down on the click. I was in the click.
No, your click is gone. You still let it down. The best thing to do is go straight like that first, just straight like
down.
That, and
So then if
you're
you,
okay.
yeah, right, you're still in the 3 metre zone.
And it's only part of the arrow, so you can shoot past it on an angle.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If you tip at the back.
Do that drop low.
And then went in the same spot again.
Nah, dropped low. Just got it up in the wobble. Relax a bit more. Relax that bow end a bit.
Are you looking again after that?
Oh, penalty.
No sort of penalty, it's just very discourteous.
Oh, discourteous.
But it's
Okay.
but in the field you're not allowed to. You just
You're
go
right.
down and have a look.
Yeah.
So this is it. If here's your 3 metre line, it's not there. The arrow can be here as long as a part of the arrow
It's inside the 3 metres.
is over that line. And if you're not sure, you just get a judge to come and make a call on it. But yeah, so it's a little bit more than. Get the folks over here. Don't miss.
All right, we're back. Okay, camera set up. Let's have a look at this.
55. Look at that.
55 to
Four
that.
X's. 4 X's. An unfortunate high one. But let me say, I just reset. I said, look, you know, I did. I called it out, didn't I? At the beginning of that 55, I said, oh, I'm worrying about my PB. But I couldn't control it. I just lost a 55, suffering catfish. So I just went back and said, reset, PPP. One shot at a time, and I've shot a 59. So there you go. It must work.
It must work. And I've shot.
James shot very nicely.
This is a nice group here, but then I dropped these last two shots again. And you got in the head.
They're all nowhere near the centre.
They are. I do need to come over a bit, I do, I think. But the last one, I was in the centre, so it might have been me, this one. I was just off the next first shot.
Well, no, then that might be a bad shot.
Yeah,
I just click across.
Just click
No,
across.
what I do is I would click across, and then I would take a look at that shot.
Oh, yeah, okay, and then adjust. Okay, I'll do that, How many clicks do you reckon? 5?
Windage, click.
2 clicks.
Click.
Just a double click.
Click on the old Axel.
Oh, okay.
We've got the same one, I'll just do 2 clicks
Or
on
maybe
that
I've been over clicking.
Yeah, just 2
Okay,
clicks.
just 2 clicks and we'll bring it back.
Windage is a lot more sensitive, I think, than
Oh,
up and
okay.
down.
Well, that's a good little tip, that
Well,
is.
I
2 clicks.
click 5 up and down.
Oh, yeah, I normally do 5 too, but I do 5 on the sideways one as well.
Oh,
But
that's far too much.
too much on the
Oh,
side.
no.
Oh, okay. Let's score
You
these.
can always edge in. You can edge in
sideways.
over a couple of ends.
Okay,
Instead
yeah.
of going there, out, there, out, there, out, you know.
Yep.
Just edge it in.
So one more end and we've halfway through.
What are you going to call this? I think you should call this the way of the Politis.
The way of the Politis. Maybe I should make that a separate video and call it the Politis way.
Politis way.
Or
We want to have like what happened then.
Politis Jedi mind trick. Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Enter the Politis.
Enter the Politis.
The big Politis. You know, all the Bruce Lee movies. The way of the Politis. Enter the Politis. The big
Politis of Fury.
The big Politis. Politis. Politis of fury. A fistful of Politis. Day of the Politis. Politis 2.
Politis. That's the next video.
Any which way but Politis.
Any which way.
You know the 8 movies with Clint Eastwood.
No.
Any which way but loose and any which way.
Oh
but
yeah.
loose. Dirty Politis.
Dirty Politis. They're all coming out now. Okay, the Politis way. Let's just get into the zone.
Well, this is when you really need
This
it.
is, yep.
Now I'm on.
Let's not think about it. Politis way. Just think
right.
about the shot. Don't even worry about it. Just shoot.
Relax.
What am I flicking them over to the left for now? Bow hand. Ooh. The old amen back. Let's pull it back. You shoot a lot faster than me now. We've swapped. Remember, I always used to always be finished first. I do. And an arrow that went down the rest. I love the last look. Shot 2 8s. I think I shot 1. I had too much tension in the bow hand. I was like, why am I flicking them? They're all going left. I'm like, why do they keep going left? And they keep going lefter and lefter and lefter. It's like, what's happening? Then I thought, oh, bow hand tension. It was just a tiny bit of tension in the bow hand. So I just concentrate on really going through my process and adding the extra process to relaxing. An extra bit of thought.
Well, I think I rushed it.
Well, you did finish quick.
I know that the right hand one was the better shot. I think it's called the line.
Oh Well, you've got one on the line. I've got a 55 and Greg's got a 54.
Wow.
What a horrible way to finish. You're killing it, you're on fire.
How do I do that?
That's a top two. $332 I finished with.
Drop 6 in the last end. I dropped 6 in the first 3 ends. I dropped 6 in the last end. That's what you can't have, you know.
Yeah.
244. So my PB's 245.
Oh,
I knew back there that I was,
hunting it
but I
down.
didn't think. I didn't add up the numbers, but I knew I could have been close. But to shoot, drop 6, that's just wiped it out. Wow, that's terrible. Now I'd like to go back to 70 now.
70?
Well,
I thought we were feeling 57, 20.
Yeah, but I've got to shoot 30, 50, 70, 90 tomorrow.
Alright.
If you want me to use these arrows tomorrow.
Alright, I'll call the video now then. We'll just
Call the video. Might as well. Wow, you could call it the great failure.
the great failure. Nearly got your PB again.
So we're going to leave these up for 70 or?
I may as well. So we're getting the other target out. Alright, so Greg's called it, we're moving back to 70. Alrighty, so we're moving back to 70 metres. Trying to get some sight settings now. I should write my sight settings down, shouldn't I? So I have a 50 metre setting.
One more end for 50.
Why is that?
You see if I can shoot a 58, not a 54.
Just to see.
Just to see.
Alright.
If I can bring the PPP back in. I don't know how I lost it. How do you shoot a 59?
Alright, so we're going to shoot another 50 metre end, and then we're going to get our 70 metre sight settings.
How do you do that? How do you shoot a 59? How do you shoot a 58, then a 55, then a 59, then a 54?
Now it's getting cold again.
I just shot a 7.
A 7? What happened?
I don't know. How did that happen?
I just shot a 7 too. God, I wigged that one out.
as well. Got a 7 straight out. I think I didn't even, wasn't a bad shot. Must be See, that was the funny thing. I should kill that 70 on Wednesday. 345, and then I dropped 17 at 60 when I was 10 metres closer.
Crazy. And I've sprayed 2 to the right.
Get 2 in. I could only get 2 in.
I've got a problem with pulling them to the right. I must be torquing the bow a bit, I think.
Or is it the weight of the bow? How are you talking a bow that weighs that much?
That's true.
See, look at
What do you
that.
got? Another
3, 4,
54.
5, 6.
54.
54 again. I'm a 54.
Last end is a 54 shooter at the end. All right, let's end it here. And me and Greg are just going to go shoot 70 metres, get our sight settings in, and then we'll be calling it a day. So we'll end the video here because it's a long one already. Hit the like button for us, hit the subscribe button. It's got something coming too. So I'll see you soon.
Something's coming.